Okay. Last time on Planescape Torment, we went to help these people in this house, which were this guy and his wife. Angyar and wife of Angyar. His wife looks like a babushka.
Alright.
What happened was Angyar sold his body to be taken by a contract once he died. And that caused him to get depressed or something and angry. So we went to find this contract that he signed for he sold his body for 30 copper. And we nullified the contract by doing a little bit of righteous intimidation on the guy that potentially didn't wanna turn back the contract because the guy changed his mind again. I mean, we're trying to save the person from making a lifetime of a mistake, so it is what. His grandpa too, yeah, I suppose. So, do I actually have a journal here? What? Why is this guy attacking me? I'm looking for my buttons. Begun? High thug Joker? Come here. Man, chasing in this game is so annoying. Like, bro. Come on, man. I don't think I can finish this guy. This guy doesn't stop. My hero animation doesn't connect. Like, bro. By the way, Vartia, I've changed one of the emotes into a Howin version, which had a Forsen version. So the emote is cosplaying Forsen. It's called Cinema. I think you're gonna like it. DMD. Yeah, just called. But no, we're not playing a black and white game, even though this game looks old. But the journal just tells me, oh, quests. Find Farod, find missing journal, walk into a matters of the Mausoleum or walking there. But those are main quests. I kind of have some off quests with NPCs. I forgot all of them. I guess I'll just go into the bar and start talking to the people there. What is the grave say? No, wait, what is this? Did I throw something? Oh yeah, I threw a wooden cup. Is there anyone in this bar that I can sell stuff to, man? Sere the Skeptic, what about you? Sere means shitting in my language. Like pooping. So that's kind of weird, but anyway. As you approach, the other, it's a woman as well. The other woman turns and stares at you. La was karma calling on Sere today. Dad's dearest son. She looks you up and down, then shakes her head in disbelief. By every power in its mother, boy, what crypt did you crawl out of? I'm fresh from the mortuary, actually. That's so. Sere raises an eyebrow. Warms my ears to hear you give that place that laugh, boy. Not much of a watering hole for one who isn't reliving themselves. Too many cobwebs and dusty minds. Mickey Mama, I don't know how to make a grandma voice, man. That's the best I can give. You don't like the mortuary? Aren't you a dust man? A dust man? I suppose. I've seen enough sand pass through the hourglass while wearing these robes. This body is almost ready to pay the ferryman. She chuckles, but there is not much mirth in it. Are you afraid of dying? Course I am, boy. Who isn't? She frowns and glances around. Oh, except Dustman. They're not afraid because they've been swallowing so much of their own bad droppings over the decades. They've blinded themselves into thinking the dead is some kind of release. Sure. You don't sound much like a dustman. She shrugs. I guess the dustman robes don't fit me as well as they used to. What happened? She shrugs. Life, I suppose. Ha! Never you mind. I won't bore you with the niggling details. I'd like to know actually. Oh, would you? She looks at you skeptically. Sure. How do you take me for a boy? Lie. Let her down gently. You're old. She snorts. Well, you're wrong. I'm really old. Now, if you spend most of my long years teaching dustmen, I've seen many dustmen who outgrow within our order. Told them the ways of the faction. Kept their faith, preached the tenets of the faction. And so on and so on. No questions, no doubt. This life was merely an antechamber that led to the true death. What happened? Well, half a month back, I went sick with a fever. I thought it was the end. It read out my cage. Oh! What the fuck was that? Oh! How? Her face becomes a stone. There is something about having your faction members circle around your deathbed, like a pack of pale-faced ghouls, nodding and agreeing that your suffering and dying is all for the best. Oh, Siri is so fortunate. She shall soon be relieved of the burden of life. Burden of life! That's what it struck me. That? Isn't rattle my cage a dirty sentence to say? Well, she wasn't saying it in a dirty context, but yes, you could potentially do that. That there's something. A queer expression comes over her features. Addled about that. About not appreciating your life. The dustman keeps saying that life is misery and suffering. Is it? That we should be happy to pass on into oblivion? Should we? She shakes her head. Questions! Questions and precious few answers! It doesn't sound like you believe in the dustman philosophy anymore. I suppose I have got a swarm of doubts, all buzzing in my skull. She rubs her temples. Hard to get them, all to be quiet sometimes. They need to be fed some answers, and I haven't got them all worked out yet. What will you do? To be square, boy? I don't know. That's the problem with doubt. I can't even trust that what I'm feeling is true, or if I'm scared of death, only because of my brush with the fever, or even what I should do. Is this a passing thing? I don't know. Siri, if you had truly believed in the dustman philosophy, then your brush with the fever would not have left you with such doubts. Sarah, I would treat this as a test of your belief. It sounds like these feelings are only temporary. All those years of devotion to the dustman could not have been false. Damn. That's interesting. Now, from what I know, the dustmen are kind of doing a job. Is this a necessary job? I don't know. But what she explained me about her personal situation, where the dustmen were gathering around her body while she was sick and waiting for her to die and telling her, oh, this is a blessing that you're gonna die. That doesn't stand right by me, so I'm gonna side with her in this situation. Because I like people to stay devoted to their cause as well, but in this case I feel like her people didn't really appreciate her. Even though she was an old dustman whippersnapper. So we're gonna go with that. If you had truly believed in the Dustman philosophy, then your brush with the fever would not have left you with such doubts. Ceres stares at you, then nods slowly. Maybe so. Maybe so. She frowns, her face wrinkling up in the concentration. I'll have to chew it over some more. You should. It's no small matter. Now, enough of me rattling on about my walls. Ceres stares at your scars. You look like you've shared a few handshakes with death yourself. Hasn't that changed your views somewhat? Doesn't it make you appreciate life a bit more? Who is the Dustman? The Dustman are one of the main people you meet at the game when we start the game 3 hours ago. We also they're even at this very bar at the moment. There's guys with the gray robes. So what Dustmen do is when someone die, they bring their corpse in this place called the mortuary, and their job is to just bring the corpse there, and they get paid for that. Now what happens is this mortuary or the corpses are resurrected into zombies, but that's a good thing kinda happening in this world, people getting resurrected. That's what I am being given as a context. That's like the natural things of happening right now, and I'm kinda like an exception. I'm like a zombie with my own will. I'm not really kinda full dead, I'm kinda half dead, not full zombie. Something like that. I've woken up finding dustmen and zombies around me and trying to figure out who I am, what's going on. Are the things that the dustmen doing are right or not? This woman is having her doubts, so I'm gonna try to convince her that maybe she's not on the righteous dustman path here. Well, my brushes with dead are a lot closer than those of other people. I can't seem to die, at least as far as I know. Truth, yes. Yes, I do appreciate life from dying. And well, it should. Nothing comforting about that. My brushes with dead are a lot closer. Sere blinks. You're rattling my coffin. You know what that means, we also? It means she is getting scared. Like, that's how her coffin is rattling. Her chest. You understand? It's true. Strange are the ways of the plains, and I've seen too much to throw any tail out with the wash. She studies your face. If it's true, why does this happen? All I know is I woke up in the mortuary with no memory and covered with enough wounds to kill me 3 times over. Now don't be saying that too loud. She glances around. Most peculiar. Never heard of anything like that. Shame about the memories. Do you have any idea why this happens? Nay, not a one. Never knew anyone who death wouldn't take until now. Well, perhaps I could ask you some other questions. Questions, eh? Well, you can ask. Siri looks with you a steely eye. Steely eye? Like hard steel. Ready. Then smiles. Creep crawler? I wanted to ask you about some of the dustmen in particular. No harm in it. Who's on your mind? Can you tell me about Awaiting Death? Awaiting Death? Sure. That boy has half the sense of a jackass. He actually wants to die. And him so young too. I wish Dad would rattle his cage. Teach him a few things. Actually, this Awaiting Death is a boy that I met in this very bar. Right behind me. He wanted to die. And he asked me to kill him. I went into a philosophical discussion with him and convinced him that life is precious. So I convinced him not to kill himself. Damn. Can I ask you about some dustmen? Can you tell me about Mortai? Mortai is the guy that baited the grandpa that we saved from the contract. Mortai? Ha! I thought you were going to ask about the dustman. She spits. There is no dustman who is less a dustman than that jinx smacking, bone box rattling lackwit. What do you mean? Mortai is so anxious to impress his betters by getting the most dead contract signed that I wonder if he'll ever be a dustman. I don't understand. He's eager to get contracts signed, boy. He's concerned about his reputation. He's thinking of his career in the dustman. That alone says it all. I still don't. I mean, I actually understand, but I want her to keep talking. It's said that passion kills. Sure, for dustmen, it's the opposite. Passions keep you alive. And if you can't strip yourself of passions, whether eagerness, greed, or ambition, then you're doomed to never truly die. Because life will always hold a piece of you. Damn. I made a scribe named Dao at the mortuary. Do you know him? Sure, Dao. He was my instructor to the philosophical arts during my early training at the mortuary. And the crusty fool to boot. He's ill. So many ears tell me. I bet he'll even bore dead with his presence. Is he dying? Sure. Sicker than a spotted dog, he is. Not much sand left in the hourglass for him. I met a guide at the mortuary. Soego. No, actually, I actually killed that man. He attacked me. I guess we'll ask about him, though. That boy used to be a regular around here. Don't know what happened to him. Could be has been shaken up after his friend died. Explain. One of his friends was killed in the hive a few weeks ago. Torn apart by rats. Messy business. One of the embalmers in the mortuary, Avene, do you know her? Who? A strange young woman, poor eyesight, near-deaf, talents for hands. Sere shakes her hand. Maybe she's a new initiate. I've never heard of her. Very well. We're done with the questions. Have you seen the journal recently? I'm missing mine. What does it look like? No idea. If you don't know what it looks like, how do you expect to find it? I'm beginning to wonder that myself. I had some other questions. I'm searching for the man named Farod. Have you seen him? Cere's face crumples into a frown. That dog! He's the worst of the collector lot. I heard he has his kip set up somewhere in the rack Picker Square, many streets west of the mortuary gate. Dangerous place though. Some of those collectors aren't patient enough to wait for folks to die, so they can sell them for jink. Collectors? They're vermin that scavenge the bowels of the hive for bodies to sell to the dustmen. Make a living of the dead. A motley breed. Makes you ashamed to share the same city with them. Tch! At least they keep the streets clean. Alrighty, farewell. Zombie worker. Female corpse is dressed in a heavy burlap shirt covered with food and wine stains. Her lips have been stitched closing, her arms and legs are wrapped in several layers of bandages. The bandages seems to have been soaked in preservatives to keep the corpse fresh. As a result, the corpse rotting odor has been replaced with the equally repulsive vinegar smell. I don't want to flirt with her. What about this zombie here? The zombie gazes at you with vacant eyes. His lips have been stitched close and bandages are wrapped. So seen anything interesting around here? The zombie continues to stare at you. Alrighty then. What about this zombie worker behind the bar? The female corpse is dressed same. I'm not gonna flirt with her. I'm not gonna touch these things because I feel like this is stealing. And what about this dustman here? You see a somber pale-faced dustman in black robes. He's staring silently into his drink. Greetings. Yes. Can I ask you some questions? Not this time. Farewell. Same thing. These grates are made of featureless black metal. There doesn't seem to be any way to open them. Skeleton worker. Skeleton turns towards you, rattling as he does. A number of his bones are held together with leather scraps, and a wine-stained green tunic hangs from his shoulders. Nice tunic! I mean it. Skeleton makes no reply. Great talking to you, bones. Stay healthy. Wait, Morty wants a body. I don't want to take the skeleton life because Morty wants, though. I don't know. I feel like I would only suggest if the skeleton is dead already. Female corpse, no flirting. Zombie bodyguard. The zombie gazes at you with vacant eyes, his lips have been stitched. So seeing anything interesting? No. You look closer, Emorek. You see a heavy-set man with dark skin and green features. He is dressed in dustman robes and is regarding you with a stony gaze. Greetings. You have the look of one lost. The man's voice is like stone settling. Did the wind send you? Or are you here with purpose? Who are you? I am Emorek, Factorum, an initiate of the Fourth Circle. Is this your bar? If you measure ownership in copper, this is not my establishment. If you measure ownership in spirit, it is mine. He pauses as he's trying to emphasize a point. The dustmen here are my students. They're under my protection. Can I ask you some questions? Can you tell me about the Dustman faction? Dustmen seek the true death. Some call it oblivion. But this is incorrect. To Dustmen, the true death is freedom from the chains of this false life. False life? This life that many cling to with their emotions is a false existence. As long as one clings to it, they will continually be reborn into it. One must divest themselves of emotion to escape this cycle. Can you tell me about how faction is organized? Dustmen are organized into 5 circles. The 5th circle is made of the lowest rank of Dustmen, initiates. The 1st circle is comprised of the highest ranking Dustmen, the roughing body of our faction. That didn't tell me much. I don't want to join the Dustmen. I have come here in search of a journal. These eyes have seen no journal. Perhaps your search will take you elsewhere. I'm searching for a man named Farot. Have you seen him? I would know why you seek the collector Farot. He stole something from me. Emorek remains silent. His gaze is unnerving. He doesn't seem to blink. Why do you want to know my business with Farot? The collector Farot? The collector Farot has brought many corpses to the mortuary of late. One must ask where these bodies are from. Perhaps I can find out where these bodies are from. How would you do such a thing? I would track down Farod and ask him. If you spoke with the collector Farod and return with his answers, you have done a great service for the Dustman. Find where the dead he brings to us are from, and you will be rewarded. Very well, I'll find Farok, speak to him, and find out where these dead bodies he brings are from. Emorek nods. Your path is our path. Return here when you have the collector Farod's answers. Can you tell me where he is? It is not known to me where the collector Farod is. He hides from the eyes of the Dustmen. I would seek the other collectors and ask them your question. Very well. I actually don't really want to help the Dustmen, but I need to find Farod. So, potentially trying to figure out his motives as well might not only help me, but potentially give me some reward. Or understand more about the Dustman's motives as well. Old copper eyes. Before you is a tall man, silent figure. He could easily pass for a statue, although the deep furrows in his face and brow make you wonder if the sculptor was a little too eager in defining the face with the chisel. He looks well over 50 years old, but exactly how much over 50 it's hard to tell. As he slowly turns to look at you, you catch the dull sheen of copper in his eyes. Greetings. Old Copper Eye stares at you. His eyes are difficult to make out past the black well of his eye sockets, but they look to have a coppery sheen about them. I have some questions. Copper Eye says nothing. Never mind then. Ay ay ay. No one in this bar wants me to sell stuff to him. My inventory is full.
Done.
I'm gonna check the bottom left here for the moment. Because supposedly here is where I need to find the guy I'm looking for. But potentially I don't wanna go through the zone. If that's what... Ah! I guess we went through the zone. I wanna go back. Before we go into the hive. We wanna explore the rest of this place.
I'm gone.
Ah! Oh, that was I remember him. I cannot deal with him at the moment. He speaks in a weird symbol language that I cannot read. Tired looking woman dressed in a tight leather bodice legging is a prostitute. I'm not seeking company from them. There's also a zone you can go through there. I'm gonna check the rest of the place. Hop. Bane the Sender. Hello. You see a heavy-set man with sharp features and a pained expression. Despite his huge frame, however, he has an effeminate look about him, and unlike the other residents you've seen, he looks to have bathed recently. As you approach, he looks up hopefully and calls out in a high voice. Craddock, good sir! What? His hopeful expression dies as he studies your face. 1,000 apologies, good sir, if I have given offense. He gives a slight bow. I'm called Bane the Sender, third child of Dai Bane the Sender. I'm one of the many runners in the employ of the House of Senders. You have no apologies necessary, Bane. What do you want? 1,000 apologies for troubling you with such a trivial matter, but I see Craddock, an overseer in the hive. Bane looks like he's in pain. But alas, he eludes me. He looks at you hopefully again. Could it be, have you heard of such a man? No. Bane gives a deep sign. I am bound to deliver a message to him, and as yet, fortune has chosen not to favor me. He's a sender. I mean, I guess he sends messages? Like a postman. I could help you. I could help you if I come across the man. I could pass along of your message. Bane face lights up with like a lantern. Oh, fortunate day for Bane and the House of Senders. Any assistance you could provide will be most welcome. If you can find this Craddock and pass along the message, I shall see to it. You are paid for your troubles. Alright, what's the message? Bane recites the message almost like a mantra. The shipment must be incursed by the third day, or there will be a penalty. Bane frowns. I'm told that Craddock will know of the shipment to which the message pertains. If I see Craddock, I will pass along the message. Is there anything you can tell me about him before I go? I might help me find him. He is said to be a giant of a man, stern of features, that he is an overseer in one of the hive marketplaces. Alas, I know little else than that. Good sir? I see that's enough to go for now. Bane bows. Thank you, sir. Should fortune favor you and you're able to bear the message to Craddock, be so kind as you to return and tell me of it. I will see to it your efforts are rewarded. Very well.
Updated my journal.
Very well. Thugs. Angry hive dweller, another Dabus. Elderly hive dweller. I sense the grain walks hands over this elderly woman like a dark walk as you watch her. A long, sad sigh escapes her lips. Greetings. She looks up at your face, cloudly eyes squinting and straining to see you clearly. Forgive me, young cudder, but I'm an old woman, and I don't see so well. Do I know ye? No. Perhaps, but I don't know you. She mows your answer over for a moment, nodding. What was it you wanted then? I had some questions. Questions? Oh no, you're an adventurer, aren't you? Name, job, and all that sort, eh? Well, I won't have it. Off with you. No, I'm not really, at least. Bardat? The woman jabs her finger at you. I've watched the dustman put the name on my husband. Damn his soul. My son and both my daughters on their memorial. Adventurers over them. Why, I swung quite a sword myself in the day. So I knows one when I meets one. The old woman seems to be working herself into a fit. Her face has become flushed and flecks of spittle fly from her lips as she howls at you. Let her continue her tirade. What is a scary bonus? Howbeit you have got all sorts of barmy questions. She mimics your heroic stance. Greetings, I have some questions. Can you tell me about this place? Who's the lady you're paying? I'm looking for the magic girdle or swank iron. Have you seen it? Do you know where is the portal to the 2817 plane of the abyss might be? Do you know where the holy flaming frostbrand gronk slaying vorpal hammer of wooding and returning and shooting lightning on your bum is? She spits. Pooh! Dang all of it! It only gets you in the dead book. I ought to kick you in the shins for your persisting a poor old woman about it all. Now go away and leaves me in peace. Thank you, Grimbrand, for the sub. Appreciate it.
Alright.
Doing my best. Oh, there is a middle monument here. The obsidian monument has names chiseled on it. Quentin, hello. Who are you? The man before you looks to be middle of height in years. He is stout with a thick bullish neck and his shoulders are hunched as if a great weight was pressed upon them. He wears a impatient look as he stares at the black monolith in front of him. Greetings. The man throws you a glance. There's room, Cutter. No need to ask my leave to stand here. Actually, I wanted to know what this monument was. It's a tombstone for the plains. Graveyards of names are scratched on the rock. Can only hope my name's one is the one that'll split this stone in twain. He points at the base of the monolith. Quentin, right there. Hammered in just hard enough to send the damn thing crashing down. Tombstone for the plains? Aye. Quentin smiles ruefully. The dusty scratched the names of the dead on this monument here. He gestures around. And on the walls of this place. Not enough space by my reckoning, but no matter. They do their best. Can barely read half of the names. What are you doing here? Reading the new arrivals. Try and find a new one every day. Try and remember if I knew him. Nothing more. Did this man record the names of all that have died on this monument? Aye. They search him on this rock. And they scratch him on the walls in this place, too. I don't know why they take the trouble to take a counting of the dead. The Dusties have more care for the living. The living? Aye. You know about the dustmen mourners that come to this place. They aren't mourning the dead, see? They're mourning the living. You can barely get a word in them edgewise without them asking to mourn some poor living berg for you. Why do they mourn the living? You got me there, Cutter. Might wanna put the question to them. Seems to me the dead are thrice worth the pity of any poor soul living in this pit. He nods at the monument. Every name on there is blessed in my book. It is. Ever know anybody who came back after their name was put on there? You mean come back from death? Quentin shakes his head. Don't want color. Everything that lives dies, and that's the way of things. Still considering the planes to go on forever and all. I suppose anything's possible. I suppose so. Had some other questions for you. What are you doing here? Oh, he already told me. Well met again, Cutter. You come to claim a slice of this rock for your name? no. Ever know anybody who came back after the name was Karafir? I already asked him now, alright. Next. Safe tie. This woman's face look broken and she's covered in scars. They look like bite marks and fingernail cuts. She's cradling the shreds of several rags in her hands and is staring emptily at the wall of the monument. At the names there. Greetings. Psst. Get your back. The woman's teeth peel back, displaying a row of black cannies. What you want of Seftai? What's the matter? What's wrong? Those chaos man wrecked my cart, attacked me, and killed 3 of my sisters who tried to stop them. Not sisters anymore. Now they're nothing but names on this memorial wall. Chaos man? Chaos man. A faction, they say. What they are is an adult bunch that runs wild through the hive and does whatever they please. We never did no harm to them. They lop in like dogs and tear apart anything within the reach. Who are these chaos men who attacked you? They're a hiver gang, a bunch of adult souls that call themselves the starved dogs barking, or some such barmy nonsense. Panning them in the dead book for some copper, their actions were unjust. If you wish, I can see that the matter is rectified. If their deaths they cause, then 3 deaths shall these starved dogs suffer. A copper earring in your purse if you pen 3 of those murdering souls in the dead book, Jig. I'll see to it that they're put in the dead book. Can you tell me where they might be found? Go out South Gate, sparward from here. Then walk around the block until you come to a place where men run in circles, howling at the sick sky. There's the starved dogs there. Yeah, I've been to that block. It's one with all the harwots and drunks out of here. I'll go there and return shortly.
Updated my journal.
Dead on names. Why didn't I see this guy already? Greetings. The dust my eyes slightly over. Name? The way he speaks the word, it sounds like he is toiling of a bell. I don't know. No name? No name? Can't help you. The dustman speaks in a curious sing-song voice. I think we actually nailed that, considering the context. Need to give a name if you want to see where it's died.
Updated my journal.
What? Give it a name when you're born. Give it back when you need it no more. Dead of names. Dead of names. His eyes swim across the monolith, then the walls of the area. Buried many names here. Dead a names has. Tell me a name. I'll show its grave. Deonara has died. Thou hasn't. I don't know. Deonara then. His eyes roll to the back of his head, then pop back. With a wild gleam, his eyes run across the walls of the monument, scanning the names at inhuman speed. He then points at the section on the wall. Buried. Examine the spot he's pointing at. Chiseled into the black stone in tiny, crumpled writing is the name you requested. It is almost was within the sea of names around it. Alright, well, I don't want to bury any other name. I guess I'll go to the barking dogs right now, while it's still fresh in my mind. I think they were behind the bar there. If not, then too far away to go to at the moment. Here? Are those the guys? You see a heavy-set looking man, he has stone-faced expression. Greetings. Has a dagger. He smiles evilly and begins twirling in a menacing way. Oh, farewell. He just decides to attack me. Well, see ya. Goddamn evil jokers. But those are not the guys I was looking for. I thought this was the place because it was behind the hardwoods. See what else we have here. Can talk to the Dabus. Oh, Mausoleum. Man, there's a lot of places you could go here. Damn. Wandra skip. I don't even remember what I had to do potentially there or not. Cradle campaign, looking to the matter with the Mausoleum's Walking Dead. For Norwich. Told me the Mausoleum where the dead walk. He wanted me to look into the map. He said the Mausoleum entrance was north. Said I should go in the archway there, make a semicircle over my heart with my right index finger, then entrance. Get her revenge, starve dogs. What about this square? Any shopkeepers there? Pox! Who are you? This cowed figure is hinged by the mortuary gate. His face is obscured by the shadows of his hood. What little you can see in his chin, which is covered with stubble and what appears to be a foul green and purple rash. The rash seems heavy as around his neck, fading as it crawls up to his chin. Greetings. It seems like he has a rash on him as well. The figure doesn't budge. There is a moment of silence, then he responds in a high-pitched voice that sounds more suited to a girl of 10 years than a man. Hi. Who are you? Pox am I. Hi. Pox? Mother and father named me. Wish the pox on firstborn. A curse given. Come true, it did. Hi. Again, your eyes are drawn to the purplish green rash covered Pox's chin and neck. I had some questions for you. Hi. Is that a Japanese anime girl or something? What the fuck? How did you gain the name like Pox? Oh yeah, mother and father. What are you doing? Wait for deaders, do I? Hi. Deaders, corpses, why? Find a deader, take him through the gate, get some jink. Then again I wait. Hi. Through the gate? Why? A deader is to the dustman when copper is to a collector. Bring them the dead, they give you copper at the gate. They do. Hi. Why do the dustmen pay for the dead? Streets clean, deaders put in their place. Streets don't stink, dead are unwashed. Kept inside gate, all happy. Hi. What do the dustmen do with the deaders they buy? How deaders inside gate? Put them on slabs, cut them up, bury them or make them walk. Hi. Make them walk? Hi. They make some get back up. If the deader gives the dustman leave to and the deader becomes a skills or a zombs. Is the front gate the only way inside the mortuary? Hi. Only a deader or a dustman go in the gate. They do. You want Pox make you a deader again? Again? Hi! Many time you ask, Pox always do. How many times exactly? Many times. Hi! So we've met before? Hi! What do you know about me? You're a deader who don't stay deader for long. Hi! Deal square with Pox. Deal square with Pox, you do. Do you know anything else about me? You're a deader who doesn't stay deader. Do you know anything else besides that? You're a deader who don't stay deader for long. Hi! How about I just pretend to be dead and you sneak me in? Let Pox see you play... Let Pox see you play deader. You play deader good. Pox get you in. Hi. Pretend to be dead. Pox watches your performance without a sound. When you get back up, he speaks. This man not believe you deader. Always check to see if deader is deader. And if deader breathing, they won't take it. Bad dealings, hi. What if I was really dead? Can you gut me and sell my body? The question doesn't seem to face box. Hi! I will like last time. Hi! Last time? Many times. Do you know someone named Farod? Hi! Farod Collector. Big name, has weight, cast long shadow with this. Hi! Collector? Hi! Collector. Gather dealers, bring them to the dustman for Jing. Do you know where I might find him? Hi! In the hive here. He is somewhere. Hi! Can you be more specific? Somewhere's in the hive, he is. Far out hide? He does. Very hard finding he is. Not worth finding he is. Not worth finding? What do you mean? Hi! Many hates him. Other collectors even. Sharegrave hates him. Not like Farod at all. Hi. Sharegrave. Hi, Sharegrave, big name, carry weight. Cast long shadow he does. Tell Pox what to do he does. With your balls, the Sharegrave know where Farod is.
Updated my journal.
Hi, Sharegrave knows darks he does. No Farod's hiding he does. Sharegrave in Rackpicker Square. Many box west of here, hi? Say Sharegrave the Pox send you. Tell him. Sharegrave become Share Copper with Pox he will, hi? Rackpicker Square west of here, alright. Actually, I did kinda wanna return to the mortuary, but maybe not now cause my inventory is full. So there's an open tomb here. I don't think I've seen that. Oh, this is where I came from. Oh,
I'm gone.
okay.
Done.
Go to the northwestern portion of the hive, southeastern, to the Alley of Dangerous Angels. Let's go top first, I guess, to the Mausoleum. To see why there are walking zombies there or something like that. Working corpses. Oh, there's a little door here I haven't been into though. Hello. Why am I getting attacked by these thugs? Come here, jokers! They're running. I'm not gonna chase that. Only one of them we got. Ingress, who's that? Why is he running? So some neutral on the NPC. You see a haggard woman wrapped in rags. Her hair is disheveled and dirty, and her complexion is extremely dark. Burns over her arms, and her right hand is a fused lump of flesh. It looks melted like it was exposed to a great heat. Greetings.
Updated my journal.
What is it you want of me? The woman accent is thick, and you're having difficulty making out what she's saying. You wanted me to leave? Not leaving the city, so I can't, right? It's not a city, it's a prison to everywhere. Everywhere? There's worlds, there's... Her eyes gleam madly. Plains that be sinking sands, fields thirsty needles be, sightless worlds where your limbs are given life and hate, cities of dust whose people are dust and whisper ash, the house without doors, the tweet lands, the singing winds, the singing winds. She starts to sob quietly, but she seems all out of tears. And shadows, the terrible shadows there be. Where are these places? Where's them places? She flings the lump of her right arm in an arc. gesturing at the cityscape. There's all here be? Doors? Doors here to everywhere. Doors? You're not knowing this? She squints at you and her teeth start chattering. Tell you I will. Beware every space you walk through or touch in this Trisker city. Doors, gates, arches, windows, picture frames, the open mouth of a statue, the spaces between shelves. Beware any space bounded on all sides. All these doors to other places. What do you mean? Every door has a key, does, and with this key, they show their true nature. An arch becomes a portal, a picture frame becomes a portal, a window becomes a portal. Oh, eager, take you somewhere else, someplace else. They steal your way. She raises the lump of her right hand. And sometimes that's on the other side takes part of it, part of you, as a tight. What are these keys? The keys number as many as the doors of the city. Every door a key, every key a door. Her teeth start chattering again as she is cold. And a key is anything. It may be an emotion, an iron nail held between your second and fifth finger, a thought, though 3 times, then thought once in reverse, or it may be a glass rose. And these are all keys that open these doors?
My journal.
Yes! Her teeth started chattering and she clenches her mouth closed and squint her eyes. Yes! Can't leave! Can't leave! How do you get here?
My journal.
From... She seems to calm slightly and her eyes take on a 1,000-leg stare. Came from a place else from here. Almost a life ago. Hummed a tune by a glade with 2 dead trees that had fallen together. A brilliant door opened in the space between the crossed trees. Showed me the city on the other side. I stepped through, ended here. Why can't you go back? Tried? She tries to sob again, but no tears come. Tried, all doors here lead to other planes. She shudders and grips her melted right hand. Went through tries them portal, some a purpose, some a accident, none of them right. Can't find way back. There must be a portal that can take you back. Can't ever live here, this square, and there, the place of dead behind the gate waits for me. She points at the mortuary behind the gate, then turns back to you, her face desperate. Can't go anywhere in this city. You can't go anywhere, what do you mean? Anything could be a door, any arch. Don't know, the key could get us sent to another horrible place. Her teeth start chattering. Gotta stay away from the cool spaces. All could be doors, could have a key on me. I'm not be knowing it. You're afraid to go through any door or arch because it might be a portal? She nods, her teeth chattering. How long have you been afraid of this? She squints. Since the last time I walked through the last portal, the place where my hand? Since my 10th turning, I'm in my 4th 10th turning that. Now, her teeth begin chattering again. 30 years you haven't walked through any door? For 30 years? Her vision seems to clear slightly. She looks up at you, her teeth still chattering. How mad are you, woman? You must be a fool to not walk through anything that might be there. If you got here, there must be a portal that can take you back. It's only a matter of finding it. She smiles, her teeth aren't chattering because she is cold. They're moving around inside her mouth, her gums twisting as the teeth shift about. They rise and recede as you watch, shattering as they rattle against each other. What? She hisses at you. Only takes one portal. You step through an accident to drive in a fear on you. I went through 30 Tristan, lost my hand, tore my flesh, and lost my sense. She looks at her feet. No more! No more! I'm sorry, if I can find some means to help you, I will.
Updated my journal.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that was a well-awarded building. It seems in this city we are, it's full of portals that lead to other planes, supposedly. But this is just a portal that leads to the Mausoleum here. A guardian spirit. This spectral figure materializes from the gloom of the passageway ahead and quickly moves to block your path. It flows before you, its once human feature twisted in a mask of rage. Defilers! Leave this place at once! Greetings. Leave now! Its booming voice echoes down the house. This place is forbidden to the living! Leave while you still can! I have some questions first. Seek your answers elsewhere. This place is a sanctuary for the dead. I shall not permit their slumber to be disturbed by the intrusion of yet another insolent mortal. Another? Has someone else been here? If you must know, yes, there is another intruder who even now continues to violate the sanctity of this hallowed halls. The anger in the spirit's voice fades. He seems somewhat saddened by the admission. The souls of my brothers and sisters cry out for peace. Who is this other intruder? He is an evil coward who wields great power over the dead. He seeks something within this house. What it might be or what his purpose is in seeking it, I cannot say. Why don't you drive this intruder away? I cannot. The coward has sealed himself within the inner chamber of the Mausoleum. He has erected powerful walls that bar my entrance into the chamber. It is from there that he calls upon his dark hearts to awaken my brethren and bends them to his evil will. Perhaps I may be of assistance to you. The spirit remains silent for several long moments. You can almost feel the weight of his lifeless gaze upon you. Yes, you might prevail where I have failed. If you will pledge to rid me of this blackguard, I shall grant you passage. What say you? I'll do it.
Updated my journal.
So be it! The spirit slowly begins to fade until only the echoing of his disemboweled voice remains. But take heed! Tread lightly in those halls, lest you join the others in eternal rest.
Alright.
This is gonna be fine, surely. Oh, there's a path to the bottom as well. I'll keep going right. Oppa! Was that a trap? I don't know how to check for traps in this game. What the fuck? Special ability raise dead. Dialogue. Spell. Weapon. Guard. Open dialogue menu. Toggle aim.
Done.
Maybe it was a one-time trap.
Let's sure, why not?
Okay.
I'm gone.
Skeleton worker. That's a wall of them. I have a mace which does extra damage versus them. Let's see. Critical miss. Morty taking some damages. So am I. I think we can handle them though.
Damn.
Morty got credit. Ay, ay, ay. We got them. Rags. I don't need that. Bandages. I mean, I'm kind of full for those. Inventory full. I'll throw a bronze ring, I guess. What charm? That's heal a big amount and gives resistance to stuff. That's like a bigger way of healing them, dude.
I'm gone.
Let's save. What else do we have here? Some copper. Suspiciously empty stuff. Maybe... yeah, he did say the guy is hiding in the middle. We're scouting the edges first. More skeletal workers. Come here, boy!
Damn it.
Die.
We got a crit, nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
The skeletal is actually putting some decent DPS, even though I don't feel giga hurt.
Huh? Sure, why not?
Let me tank this mortar.
See that?
Alright.
Alright.
More bandage. Bandages is like a quick healing item. I will use one on mortar for now, just to be safe.
Alright.
Heart charm. Heal 27 reduces fatigue. Damn, this glistening drop of blood is as hard and smooth as a pearl. When placed on the tongue, it dissolves instantly and spreads through the user's veins and heart. The heart charm is more powerful than the blood and core charms, and it heals a number of wounds instantly, even serious or critical injuries. Furthermore, the user will also gain a rush of energy, removing any fatigue. Sounds like a last case item. Don't wanna waste that one. Giant skeleton. I haven't been able to beat one of these yet, but the ones I found were two at the same time. Let's see if we can
Did you see that?
beat one. He's doing some damage. Let's bandage a bit.
Damn.
I have no idea how much HP this guy has though, so I don't know if I'm getting close to winning or not. That's a little bit spooky like that.
See that?
Alright. So kinda like double the average skeleton, I would say. I could Mausoleum inner chamber. Sounds like something that we should do after. Let's see, what do we have here? What are pants? Let's try for another damage trap 2 HP. I don't know how these traps. How am I supposed to see them or react to them so far? In Baldur's Gate, you were able to distinguish with a special button. Yeah, we're actually taking some hits here. Skeletal warriors packing some punch. Damn. Silvering. Wow. I don't see anything on the ground there. Oh, because it's not on the ground. I'll put this on the ground. Take the silver ring. And put the silver ring in my inventory to carry it, I guess. So it doesn't take inventory sword. Bandage a little bit.
I'm gone.
What is this? Another pad. I'll check it. Ah, it went to a different place in the mausoleum. Damn.
Did you see that?
Die. Damn.
Did you see that?
Combat is a little bit more challenging now. But I did get warned that this is gonna be a tough place, I guess. Still pretty decent for my current situation. Bone Charm. Increases my armor class. Resistance to crushing. We might need to use that if we find that necromancer.
Alright, alright.
Four damage from a trap. Ay ay ay. No bandage more. Let's trade. I'm stuck.
Die.
Ooh, big damage. Both critical on both of us.
Alright.
Giant skeleton! Oppa! This is bad.
Alright.
I'm gonna let Morte tank a little bit of a hit here. I'm not a big fan of that.
Damn it. Damn, this guy hits hard. Guess I'll have to use a Jara and bombing fluid. I'll use one of these bigger healers. Did you see that?
I'm hurt.
Morte, why can't you tank some hits, bro? He's still hitting me. 12 HP. I'm gonna let Morte damage a little bit. Now it's on the focus. Alright.
Gone.
Nice team play. These skeletons four of the pack. Yeah. Was the skeletons doing dancing around there?
Done.
See that?
Die. I'm gone.
Pretty much went through everywhere. This path here. Clear. Alright, let's go find this necromancer. Also, can I rest here potentially? And is it gonna resurrect everyone? Another trap from some rest. It is too dangerous to rest here. Okay. Can actually force it though, even if it's dangerous. No. I cannot rest. Damn.
I'm gone.
Let's save and go in. Opa. I don't think I can take this fight. We're already in. You see a mid-sized man in long robes of deep black. His hair is nearly coiffed, and an impeccable trim goatee complements his handsome features. Noticing your arrival, he puts down the book he was writing in and strides confidently over to you, smiling. Impressive! I must admit, I never thought you would make it this far. Foul necromancer, I've come to put an end to your desecration of this place. Really? Well, by all means, give it your best effort. He smiles smugly and raises his hands before him. Slowly, they flit back and forth, tracing intricate patterns in the air. Bro. I don't think I can beat this fight.
What's up, Chief? Good as done.
Okay, dude. Cast Shroud of Shadows. The fuck? Alright, let's start with Litany of Curses. I don't know if this is considered undead or not. Me... I will use some of my stronger items. Bone Charm.
Slam my eyeballs against you. One more second, I'm gonna puke.
That guy save versus spell.
Good word, Chief.
Wait, what's that? Why am I blue? No. Maybe because of the charm, I don't know. That's Morte. -2 to crushing.
What's up?
Is there any other way I can heal? I think I might be CC'd. Yeah, what the fuck is going on with me? I cannot control my hero. There is no... Is there a walk in this game to see what is happening? Dialogue? No. To go back, character open, dialogue mode. No. Combat walk. There we go. Strahan cast horror. Wow. We're running in fear. Now Morte got one of the skeletons down by biting. Cast Ice Knife to Morte. Morte, did you get hit or something? Doesn't seem like it. My hero is just running from fear. What now? Adward's key is the nameless one. It took 5 acid damage. We're back to reality. I'm gonna drink a bit of a heal. And we start pounding on these goddamn skeletons. This guy channeling again. I'll try to CC again. Litany of Curses. And what's this blood? Morty, are you helping? Not looking good here.
Damn it.
Damn.
One of these skeletons fell. The necromancer hitting with the staff. Man, I'm not killing anything. Morty is doing everything. Why don't you hit the fucking skeleton, dude?
What's up?
Damn.
Sure, why not?
There we go.
All right.
Bro, my character is not hitting shit.
Good as done.
I'm hurt.
Oh, 11 damage. What the fuck? How this guy hitting so strong with that staff?
Damn it.
Done.
Oh, do I have anything else in my inventory? The big heal, which I kinda don't wanna use. I have a needle and thread that is a small healing item. I'll do that. Stitch my wounds. Morty got him! Wow, Morty OP. No fucking way.
Okay.
All right.
Why can't I like mark them together as a group?
All right.
I never needed to do that before.
I'm gone.
What's up? Good as done.
I'm gone.
There is no selection window. Walk view on character, open dialog menu. There is just only a select all character. Okay. Copper, a bracelet, and a scroll ice knife. Since this is a bracelet from Necromancer, I am not willing to equip it without... I cannot even do that without figuring out. Scroll the ice knife. Allows the caster to use ice knife, level 2 wizard. It also allows you to copy ice knife into a spellbook. Usable only by mages. Am I a mage? I don't know. Doesn't seem I can do any using. Guess I'll probably try to sell it or something. Leg bone club. Heavy enough to use as a club. It's not the height of fashion, but it sure makes satisfying sound when you strike someone. Has a chance of breaking if used repeatedly. Yeah, our mace is better. It's a corpse slim club. Not breakable. Skull. Strahan's diary. This leather-bound tome is cracked and worn with age. Some sort of crest has been buried into the cover. You can make out a series of interlocking triangles centered about the initial Strahan SR. The writing upon its pages has faded considerably, but the last few entries seem to have been penned recently. Date you the 127 year of Facto Hashkar's reign. At last, I have found it. The missing page of the Aptarj Grimoire is now in my possession. As I had guessed, the page detailed the necessary components for casting of the final transformation spell. I have all but one of the components. A drop of the Immortal's blood is all that stands between me and the eternal power of Lichdom. But where can I find such a rarity? Perhaps I should seek the answer through divination. Day 14. After days of taxing divination spells, I have finally found my answers. The divination revealed the location of an immortal to be somewhere within an ancient mausoleum located in the hive section of Sigil. I must make haste. I must find the creature and draw its blood before it moves on. Day 15. I have arrived at the Mausoleum. Immediately I was set upon by a shade that guards the remains of those interred within the place. I managed to elude the spirit and found my way into what appears to have been some sort of inner sanctum protected by some minor wards to prevent any further interruptions by that supernatural twit. I have said about raising some of the locals to conduct a search for the immortal. If the divination was accurate and the immortal is here, then likely it is. interred with one of the many crypts that line these halls. It is only a matter of time now. Day 17, I'm not alone. Someone has entered the mausoleum and is interfering with my servants. Could this be the one? I seek. The divination revealed only that I would find the immortal here. Could it be that my presence in this place has prompted that which I seek to seek me out? What a delightful twist I shall have to. The ink of this last entry is still wet. So I'm supposedly this immortal person. And this guy wanted to become a lich. Dagger. And I'll throw this dagger and get these 2 scrolls. Which I probably cannot even use. Scroll of Strength. Only used by my mages. Scroll Chromatic Orb. 15 minutes per level. The spell cannot bestow a strength of 90 or greater. Won't do whatever. I cannot identify this dagger. I guess we're done. We'll go tell the ghost we have succeeded in his task. And hopefully I can finally find a shop somewhere soon. Because my inventory is non-stop full, man.
I'm gone.
Hello. As you step into the corridor, the guardian spirit materializes before you. Its ghostly countenance regards you benevolently. I thank you. You have done me a great service. The spirits of my child sleep quietly once again. Go in peace, friend. The apparition fades away, leaving you alone in the deserted house of the mausoleum.
Updated my journal.
My skills have increased.
2000 experience and Morty leveled up. Damn. Fighting skills have improved for Morty. He's a fighter. 8 hit points gained. 2 hit points gained from con bonus. Saving throws. Doesn't seem I can increase his stats though. Alright then. More HP for him is pretty good. That was a nice little, I would say, decently challenging place. I don't know if you were supposed to come here this early, but I'm all out of items of heal pretty much. And the guy that wanted me to deal with the mausoleum was the guy at the bar, so I gotta go back and tell him about the situation has been dealt with.
I'm gone.
This guy, Naroj. You see Naroj? He is pulling on one of his spikes of hair and using it to scratch a spot on his face. You can't help but think he'd look a lot better with dreadlocks. I found out what was going in the mausoleum. The dead sleep again.
Updated my journal.
Naroj's lines of worry smooth out as you speak. Thanks, Givi. He reaches into his robes and draws for a small bag, which he hands to you. Copper coin! 100! Thanks, like I could help. Farewell. This coin would be nice if I could spend it somewhere, man. Can we rest here at least? No? I know I could rest in the crib, but I'll just keep going and use my regen. I'm going south. Hopefully there's some markets there.
Done.
Hive Tugs. Where is this place? Quartara's warehouse. Hey! Tugs! What do you think you're doing? 4 at the same time.
You see them?
Come here, jokers.
Damn it.
This guy's on the run and we're not chasing.
Damn it.
This guy as well. This thugs cannot keep getting away with my experience, man. Alright, what's up in this warehouse? Small dwelling.
All right.
Hello? Quatran. Moving from box to box, this man seems to be totally immersed to counting bosses and scribbling results down on a piece of parchment. He looks annoyed at you as you interrupt him. What is it now? Can't you see I'm busy taking inventory? Go bother someone else. I guess he doesn't want me here. Unfortunately, he's not a shopkeeper either. Man. Guess we're not supposed to be here yet.
All right. Die.
Goddamn thug. What? Collector!
We're being watched, Chief. Just look natural.
We're being watched. Huh?
Casual.
This man is wrapped in filthy tattered brown robes of one hood concealing mostly his face from view. Greetings. You see his eyes narrow beneath his hood and he takes a step back. What do you want? Who is this place? He frowns at you. You're in the hive, of course. Dirtiest bit in all of Seagill. Where you from, Cutter? You're from the Prime or something? No. Why are you looking for bodies? He looks surprised. Well, you hold the blighters to the mortuary. There you talk to the dusties. Haggle a little and get a few bits of jink. Why do the dustmen buy the bodies? They gather the dead. It's their job. They pay us to cover more area and bring any bodies we find to them. Then they make sure that the blighter's body goes to its proper place or gets cremated. They're all serious about it. They're barmy philosophy, but it just means more jink for me. He winks. I some for you then. Like what did you want to know? And how badly did you want to know it? What do you mean? Look around you, Cutter. I don't make enough jink to go lighting up the dark for nothing. I'll take a bit of coin it will, if he wants me chant. Hand him a couple of coins. He scoffs. Even Dusty's pay more than that, Cutter. You must not need to know what much or anything. 5 copper. He studies the coins for a moment and lays his hand. Ask. I'm looking for a man named Farod. Farod? What about him? Do you know where he is? I know where the rat bastard isn't. He ain't where most of the collectors go keep in Rackpicker Square. But that he's close by there somewhere is the chant. Do all collectors share your opinion of Farod? Farod? He spits sneeringly contemptuously. Rackpicker Square is Sharegrave's, me boss. Territory, you see. Farod and his dogs came in a whiles back and tried to oust us. We fought them off with it. So's they're all hiding somewhere now. We still catch one of his lads now and then round the square. Usually we turn them in an insta-quick spot at Jinka, the mortuary, the pinking sods. Tell me about Shergrave. He's me boss. Cast his shadows or a whole mess of collectors. He does. I'd stay away from him unless you got the right goods, cause to talk to the man, I've never spoken with him personally myself. Tell me about collectors. Highway maker living by dragging debtors. The Deciduous fair streets and hauling their leaden body narcissists to the mortuary. Not the best way to earn a living, but it's a start. Is that all you wanted to know, Cutter? I'm looking for a journal, Avos. He just shakes his head, puzzled. Keep yourself safe, Cutter. If I find you on the streets, I'll be kind to your corpse. I'll be kind to your corpse. Drunk. This man is drunk out of his gourd. He can barely stand, much less speaks to you. He reeks a liquor, vomit, and stale urine. I have some questions for you. The drunk seems only dimly aware of you speaking to him. He walks about confused, trying to discover the source of your rose. Shake him to get his attention. What? Good. He suddenly begins to retch copiously. You hop back to avoid being spattered. You won't be getting anything useful from this disheveled, stench-ridden waste of life. Okay, dude. Glitzerai. Wait, isn't that like the other Githyanki people? Glitzerai. This man slowly turns as you approach. His eyes are like two black stones. They briefly flicker over your frame, then he walks gazes with you. Although this man looks humanoid, he has a yellowish cast to his skin and gout features. He has a thin, angular frame. His limbs look like they're made of nothing but strings of muscle knotted around bone. His clothing is curiously blend of sharp colors and dull, mud-stained browns. Greetings. The man remains silent. He's not acknowledge your greeting, merely stares at you. I had some questions. Give it up, Chief. Talking to a git is like trying to make good with a razorvine. Let's go. Git? Yeah, Git. Morte glances at the git, who is still staring at you. We'll talk about it some other time. I'm not ready to leave just yet. I'm gonna ask him some questions first. The git remains silent, though his black eyes are still locked on you. Can you understand me? He pauses for a moment, studying you, then replies in broken common. You're not known to me. His accent makes it difficult to understand him. It's like he takes every word, snaps it, then drags out every vowel for good measure. The emphasis he places on the word known strikes you as on. What do you want? Had some questions for you. I will not hear you. He looks like he's about to walk past you. Block his man. He stops and walk gazes with you again before you can speak. There is the whisper of steel and a blade suddenly sprouts from his hand. Stand aside! Could you answer some questions for us? His expression does not change. Stand aside! I just had some questions. With a hiss, he attacks it. Oh boy.
Did you see that?
Insta dead. So much for being a git. Ay, ay, ay. Smoldering corpse bar. I'm not gonna go there yet, I think. Amaris. You see a woman dressed in a tight leather bodice and leggings. She smells faintly of cheap perfume in her face. Though pretty, is painted with garish makeup. She smiles coyly as she sees you. Seeking some company, love? No, but I had some questions. Sorry, love, I don't stay here to answer questions, passerbys. Sure you wouldn't like a little company, No. Collector. Man, a lot of prostitutes in this city. GLI. You see a thin man with stained clothes, a hooked nose, and two stubby horns jutting from the forehead. He's stumbling about and muttering to himself. He stinks of brine, vomit, and cheap wine. Greetings. The man squints brilliantly at you. Was it? What? Never mind. A tattoo parlor. A white oval with a black lightning bolt, though it is inscribed on the keystone of the entrance to this building. Surely this guy sells stuff, right?
Done.
Fell. Has a big head. You see a Davos? Bro, I cannot talk to him. But something about it strikes you as well. It has the same shock of white hair, the same greenish cast to its skin, the same pair of goat horns. Then you suddenly realize the one is talking. This one is walking on the ground, not floating. For some reason that makes you uneasy. Try to speak to it, see if you can understand it. You ask the Diablo several questions, trying to get a feel for the rebuses that appear above its head. Although it is extremely patient throughout your discussion, you can't seem to get the hang of it. Eventually, you dabble stops holding symbol and simply waits. Morty, can you translate what he's saying for me? Mortis coughs. I sooner be strained through a Tanari's bowels. I see. I'm sorry, I don't understand you. Series a simple appeal about the Devil's head and it bows and turns away.
Updated my journal.
I still don't know how to read these guys. Barioar, half man, half god attitude. The Barioar are rough and tumble warriors of a nomadic race, a straightforward people with a zest for life. From what you've seen, they tend to keep to themselves. Oh, Lady of Pain, I haven't seen that. The lady is a mystery. She is widely regarded to be in de facto ruler of Sigil, its protector and his victim. She is said to guard the doors of the cage against the myriad schemes of the gods, to be the ultimate expression of balance in the multiverse, to be the prisoner of the city of doors. There are thousands of stories about her. One even tells that she is actually 6 giant squirrels with a headdress, robe, and a ring of levitation and illusions, but none of them can be answered. She is a true enigma and a puzzle with no solution. 6 intelligence? Well, yeah. Maybe the 6 intelligence is not allowing me to do that. Who knows? If someone displeases her by upsetting the balance of the city or worshipping her, the lady may punish the offender. Her punishment ranges from the mazes, a twisting, turning hell with a cleverly disguised exit, to the casting of her shadow across the transgressor, covering him with slashes and gouges from her sharp-edged shadow. Sharp-edged. Leaving behind a pile of gore viscera. Neither option is particularly attractive. Some folks are just born large. Some of them use their abnormal physique to intimidate others and try through their life, terrorizing those who are smaller. They tend to favor brawn over brains, and sadly too often they get away with it. A sad fact of life, often the only way a woman has to survive is by selling her body and mind to males desperate for companionship and release. It's an unfortunate community on the hive that so many prostitutes litter its streets. Gitzerai. The Gitzerai are the separated kin of the Githyanki, and where their former brethren are cruel and vicious, the Gitzerai are quiet and reserved, burning with a passion that drives them far beyond what mortals are capable of. They dwell in limbo, in the ever-shifting seas of chaos, making their fortress homes impregnable against the attacks of the natives of the plain. They speak in metaphors and legends and carry themselves with a quiet nobility. Yeah, we've seen Githyanki in the other Baldur's Gate, and a little bit of Gitzerai. No, the Githyanki live in the astral plane. Seems like Gitzerai are worse cousins of them that live in the Sea of Chaos, called Limbo. I don't know what are the differences, but from what the other DM explained me about this CD and this game, he gave me like a little bit of CD war before I entered the game, because he is a big fan of the game. One of the DMs from Fortive. He said that this is the city of doors, where I am, where we are currently, and is a place where the gods cannot enter. Holy magic doesn't work, and it's a place which is called the City of Portals because it leads to every other place, dimension, or city. And what else? Where it is exactly is on the opposite side of the material plane. So if the material plane is here, we are here if we're at a flat surface, but we're not in a flat surface. It's like the opposite world. Something like that. That's what I know so far. Well, it seems... I don't think the Gitzerai live here. I think they're kind of like tourists in the city. Because the city of doors is like a station for people to go in and teleport to other places. It's like a hub. Like a big teleportation city. City of portals. These skeletons are made from the bones of giants and given a semblance of life through necromancy. Although these skeletons have no ligaments or musculature, their joints are bound with iron bolts and their bones are reinforced with leather scraps and cords wound beneath their armor. The skeleton size Baileys. The skeleton size Baileys? Their great speed and their skill with the great swords. Their archaic armor and weapons the skeletons use do not look like they have suffered from age, and their blades are razor sharp. It's possible that their armor is cleaned daily by one of the mortuary workers. Skeletons suffer less damage from slashing and piercing. Yeah. Fel. Fel is a fallen Dabus, a former servant of the Lady of Pain, and one of the few remaining priests of the dead god of portals, Aoskar. He has achieved some renown as a tattoo artist, somehow bringing his pictures to a kind of life. Simply return to Fel with tales of your exploits and he can sketch them on your skin and allow you to draw strength from them. He didn't even tell me that. But he's a Dabus, so I can't really do much with it. Tiefling, townspeople, upper class, townie. Power and wealth create privilege and private wealth for those who know how to use them properly. When used correctly, they can create more wealth and power and keep a perpetuating cycle that shuts out the less fortunate and sometimes victimizes them. In Sigil, what this means is that you will run into a superlicious breed of human whose expertise tends to be limited by what is right and proper. This man is a fine example of that. Wizard. Some people devote themselves to a life of the blade, thinking with their thews. Others pursue a more larcenous career, letting their fingers do their talking. Still more pursue no special vocation, plodding duly through the tedium of their daily lives. That's not the wizard. The wizard seeks to understand the funnel of energies of the multiverse through his body, learning the secrets of existence and twisting them to achieve his own ends. They are dangerous foes, for they understand much and seek to comprehend still more. Some of them are mere hedge wizards, some achieve true greatness. All of them are potential threats. The design seems to be of shadow casting shadow. The silhouette of the shadow makes it unclear whether it's a man or a woman. A burning skull has been inscribed as well. Two symbols of duality flank it. I don't want to click on this door because it's probably forbidden. Pattern bark branches inscribed on this wall. This looks like a quirk, but there are no numbers on hands or on it. Unusual work of art. I can barely see this work of art, man. I'm not gonna go further in. Strange rocking chair seems to be where the patron sits. Surely we'll find a shop soon. Goddamn thugs! I found the star bag barking dogs as well, which I need to discombobulate for the other guy that asked.
Die.
I cannot wood the copper earrings anymore. I'm full, or a bronze one. I don't even know which is more valuable. I'm gonna assume the bronze, but
Barrels are probably here to catch rainwater. The only thing that fuels them is dust. Dash cover 3 looks like it suffered greatly since being transplanted here. Painted door to tenement of thugs. You know, I don't think I wanna go there yet. Start back, Dorking Thug. This wild man is hunched over, barking and howling at the top of his lungs beneath his thick matter. Here you can make out a series of strange tattoos they run. The range from screaming faces to bizarre geometric shapes to what appears to be lines of verse. He's almost naked, but the dirt and filth covering him gives him the semblance of modesty. Greetings. The man whirls on you and gives a low growl. He draws out the growl for a few seconds, then starts barking violently on you. In the distance you can hear answering barks. I said greetings. The man's barking ends with a snarl and he leaps at you. If this is how you want to die, Wolfman, so be it.
See that?
Rusty dagger, breakable. That's a shitty weapon. Another barking doctor. Starved. Says that, but they have more calls than him. True. Nice paying attention. I didn't even look at the calls. Well, we killed 3. That should be enough for the quest. But I still would be curious if I can find a shop here before I return. Yash cover 3 looks like it was suffered, yes. This is not enterable. Mourns for trees. Hello. Ah, damsel in distress, hello. You see a pretty young woman, her hair is in disarray and the bodice of her dress is torn. She looks about in desperation and then notices you. Greetings. She runs up to you and grabs your arm. You notice that the front of her dress is stained with blood. Help me, Connor, please! They're killing my sister, she begs to tug on your arm. I'll help you, take me to her. A look of relief washes over her face, she tugs at your arm. This way, Connor! 50% chance this is bait. And I'm gonna get stabbed in the corner. Unrighteous woman!
What's the word, Chief?
Actually, I'm not gonna kill her. I'm gonna see if she's gonna be aggressive at
What's
me.
up?
And she's running. I guess she probably had no choice. She was forced to do this.
Okay.
Gone.
It would be nice if I could start wooding these things, man. So much wood wasted because I cannot find a single shop in this game.
Why not then? Just show it to me.
You see a tired-looking, sorrowful old man who is gazing at the ash-dead tree in front of him. He is mumbling to himself and tapping his chin as he's trying to figure something out. Occasionally, he shakes his head sadly. Greetings. He seems momentarily startled as you interrupt his train of thought. He speaks in a calm and hurried tone, but one full of sadness. Oh, greetings to you too, friend. How's these days find you? It finds me well. He smiles, but sorrow still lies in his eyes. That's good, friend. Hope your good fortune continues. He seems about to turn back to the tree. And how's this day find you? He shrugs slightly and proffers a bit of a smile. Fortune finds me well, though I'm saddened just the same. Why is that? He passed the tree beside him. Is the trees here? In the hive they're dying, friend, and no one cares. Seeing the look on your face, he holds his hands up and is if to silence you for a moment. It may not matter to some, but it's important to me. I feel it's a shame to see the last tatters of life and beauty in this world left uncared for, to die. Can you understand that, friend? Yes, you're right, it's a sad thing. He seems surprised and blurts out. Really? Oh, I mean wonderful. Perhaps you would... He pauses and seems suddenly suspicious. He recomposes himself, speaking in his usual slow manner. In any case, that's a good... I suppose you have some questions for me now. No, not just yet. What is it you were gonna ask? For the first time, the man seems genuinely happy. Beaming, he explains. It's difficult for anything to survive here. Just look around and you'll see what I mean, friend. I'm not sure if it's possible for the trees to thrive here, even if they somehow were to get enough light and clean water. Go on. He nods enthusiastically. But if enough people care, really want them to live, I just know they'll survive. They'll turn green again and flourish. Perhaps you could be right. I am right. I'm certain of it. A sense of conviction surrounds him like an aura. He seems to unlike the man you first spoke to. That's all I'd ask of you, friend. Just care for them. Hope for their recovery. In time, should enough people want it, it will come to pass. Can you do that for me, friend? Yes, I will help. Excellent, my friend. Excellent. I thank you. You've given me back my confidence, my purpose. Perhaps I can find others like you who will listen. Perhaps you will make a difference. What about your companions, friend? Will you speak to them of my behalf? Morty, what do you think? Hey? Oh yeah, Chief, sure. Whatever you say. Thanks, I had some questions. Moron's, he nods awaiting questions. Who are you? I'm called Morons for Trees by the people here, friend. That makes sense. What are these trees dying? Just look at their surroundings, friend. Can you imagine anything having an easy life here? And besides the wretched conditions, the Dabos rarely come to this part of Sigil. Dabos? You know Dabos, surely you've seen them. They're the lady's servants. They care for the city, some parts of it more than others, of course. He looks sadly at the trees beside him. The lady? The lady of pain, friend, the mistress of Sigil. He stops speaking suddenly. Making a semicircular sign over his chest, he leans close to whisper. It does not... It does no one good to speak of the lady. Know only that she alone controls the city, whether it appears that way at times or not, and speak of her no more. Very well, why don't the Davos come here often? The hive's a dangerous place, but that's not it. The Davos have the lady watching over them, and no one's foolish enough to tangle with her, friend. I suppose it's really all accounts of Fel. It's really all on account of Fel. Who is Fel? Fel! He's a well friend. I'll just say he's the only Davos that doesn't serve the lady. I don't know the whole dark of it, as they say, but he is shunned by his fellows and lives here alone in the hive. He runs a Tado parlor, but most Sigil is wary of the place. Tell me about this Tado parlor. Fel's parlor is only a few buildings east of here. It is marked with his personal symbol, a white oval pierced by a lightning bolt. I've never been there myself, friend, but as I understand it, he's able to turn images from his speech. You know Dabo speaking images, yes, Rebuses? Yes, go on. So he's somehow able to turn images from his speech into tattoos, and not just ordinary inklings either. I'm told there's magic about them and more than just in their making. I don't know much else about it though. You don't have any idea how he came to be shunned? Like I said, friend, I'm not too sure. I've only heard vague rumors about him being on the wrong side of the issue when some power decide to butt heads with the lady. You could always try and ask him, friend. I'm told he's shady enough. If not a little what? I cannot speak to him, man. Some power? A deity, a friend, a god? Normally the lady has no problems with the likes of them, as she keeps their word out of Sigil entirely. His name was Ascar, but I don't know much else about the affair. His name was? The man nods gravely. As I understand it, the lady destroyed him. I wouldn't forget that. If you were to ever consider messing about with her or her servants. What can you tell me about this place? It's the worst thing you have to offer, friend. Not much else to say about it. What if I was looking for work? In the hive, unless you're a thief, I doubt you'll find any. You could always gather corpses and haul them to the mortuary gates if you're that desperate. I hear the dustmen paying a pittance for them. They're in an effort to keep the hive streets and alleyways from becoming even more foul. Where could I go enjoy myself? Well, friend, it takes a certain soul to find anything of amusement in this place. I'd look for entertainment in another world if I were you. Safer. Was dangerous. Here, everything, friend, everything. Well, maybe not me. Hey. I'm looking for a man named Farot. Sorry, friend. When I first came here, I spoke to many people, but I don't remember anyone by that name. I'm looking for a journal. I can't recall seeing one anywhere. Where do you last remember having it, friend? I'm not sure. Farewell. I guess I'm gonna go to the bar here then. Maybe I finally find a shop inside. Was that a Gottman bar you are? Yeah, he looks like a centaur. Much as the creature's body is a combination of a man and a ram, his head is a mix of sorts. With a broad, flat nose, goat ears, and a pair of curling horns, intricate designs are shaven to his diary page, and a massive four-flanked polearm hangs from his belt harness. He doesn't seem to notice your greetings. He turns to face you with startling speed, his eyes dark and suspicious of you. His voice is deep and rumbling, not quite human and heavily accented. What do you want, two legs? He hands his clothes to his forearm. Only to speak with you, I had some questions. He seems to calm down, his hand drops away from his weapon, he still keeps a certain distance from me, however. What do you wish to ask me? Why were you wary of me? He seems sad for a moment. This place, a wretched and clean place, is full of unfriendly, sometimes desperate people. Not the best place for a visiting borrower. Two legs, he shrugs. I have business here though, and so here I am. Visiting? You do not live here? The briar shakes his hand, laughing. No, two legs, no briar could live like this. Where are you from? From the plains of Isgard, two legs. They're my home. He smiles in fond recollection, as if warmed by the memory. What sort of business are you here for? Another time, two legs. If we ever meet in a happier place, I shall tell you all about it. Let me ask you about something else. Tell me about the city. He's silent for one and is walking something more from you. Hey, what about the city? Where is it exactly? Where? He looks up, thoughtfully tugging at his goat beard. It is in the outlands, the center of the plains. But since you can reach it from just about anywhere, Ziggy's in more places than just that. You see? I think so. What is this place though? Why, it is a crossroad, two legs. Surely you know what that old pass run through Ziggy? Pass? Do you mean paths? He looks slightly annoyed. Yeah, that's what I said. Pass. I understand. Okay. Tell me about the slums around us. He looks at you curiously. What is you wish to know about them exactly? Place to work. I doubt there's a honest work around here. The only thing is ample, simple supplies. A hive is trouble. Can you tell me about the lady of pain? The lady? He looks around as if to see if someone's overheard. I only know that she rules this place. Oh, Ziggy. And that the walkers feel it bad luck to speak of her. Do you know someone named Farod? I know few people here, two legs. This Farod is not one of them. A friend of yours? I don't know really. I'm missing a journal. Have you seen one? No! Alright then. A black abyss shy. Oh boy. The black scaled reptile towers to a height of 8 feet. Its great height, however, is offset by its thin snake-like frame. A long prehensile tail drags behind it, and its leathery wings are hooked behind its back. A strong vinegary smell emanates from the creature, as well as a certain amount of heat. It seems to be ignoring you. Greetings. What, chief? Morte cuts in before you can speak to the creature. Bar that! You don't want to be rattling your boombox with a fiend on that street. Leave be. I wanted to ask it some questions. No, you don't. Morte glances at the creature, then turns back at you and lowers his voice to a whisper. They're touchy. Let's just go. I'll risk it. The black scaled fiend towers to a height of 8 feet. Yes, greetings. The creature slowly turns its head towards you. Its scaled forehead wrinkles into a frown, then it opens its mouth, giving a low rasping hiss. You notice that its heat radiating from the creature begins to rise. I would speak with you for a moment. The creature opens its mouth, displaying a row of blackened fangs. Fire begins to dance around the shoulders and arms of the creature as if gives a long low hiss. Calm yourself, I just want to talk back. The creature speaks in a rasping hiss. Its voice sounds like two rough stones being scraped together. It hisses for a few moments, its gravely voice rising and falling. What? The creature snarls. Nothing to say to you, do I? The fiend's eyes narrow to slits. If stay, your warm blood will cover the stones. I just wanted to ask you some questions. The creature rolls, then launches itself towards you. Including your thugs, I might be dying here. Yep. Let's go inside the bar. Too many jokers. The smoldering corpse bar.
I'm gone.
Surely we can sell some stuff here. Drusilla. This is a woman with fading bruises on her face and arms and a look of despairing longing in her sunken eyes. She might have been pretty once, but those days were long gone. She turns slowly to face you. Life pours into her features, and the spark of sardonyte light that dances in her eyes now makes you wonder if your eyes were deceiving you. Welcome to the smoldering corpse, card man. Who are you? Hi, I am Drusilla, and you must be clueless. Don't ask me how I know that. It just shines off you. Shines right. Answer some questions for me. Hi, traveler. What is you seek? I knew hisses was the right answer. I probably don't want to hiss random things that are... Maybe we will find him disrespectful. I'm looking for a journal. Would you happen to have seen one? A journal? Oh, sure. I've kept an eye out for all stray journals. Just in case some scarred man walks into my favorite bar and starts asking about it. Do you ask that of everyone you meet? What a fascinating life. You have a smart mouth on you, don't you? Aye, a smart mouth for a smart head. Ain't that out of curve? You might think so. I got a brain on me. If you're so smart, you should be able to answer my questions. What can you tell me about this place? Here, this is the smoldering corpse. Though the person smoldering ain't dead yet, he's just keeping himself alive till someone comes along to help him out. Souls who like to see people in pain come here. Fiends like it. Folks who don't much care for being bothered come here too. The name alone keeps out most of the barracks. Who is he anyway?
Updated my journal.
The disrepair you saw on her face before flits across it again like a black-winged shadow before she masters herself. That's Ignis, one of the greatest wizards ever to come out of the slummy excuse for a cesspool. They caught him and they opened a channel to the plane of fire through him, and now he's just a doorway for it, keeping himself alive by force of will alone.
If someone could dose him for a few moments, I'd give him his life back again. But they don't make enough water to do that. Someone should be able to find something. Ah, well, can you answer? What's your connection to him? Her voice practically throbs with a deep ache. I was Ignis's lover, and he my beloved. He loved the flame more than me, and now he has become the flame. And because I love him, I love the flame. But that's all done with now. Now I wait for him to douse himself. I sell what little I have just so I can be near him. I'm looking for a collector by the name of Farod. Have you seen or heard of him? Farod? She snickers. The collector king? You can probably find him and his stinking elk in the trash warrens on the far side of the hive. Good luck I'm getting any answers from him. He's a sly devil, he is. Who is the burning man? The entryway? Yes. Ignis. Someone should be able to find something. Man, she said she's selling stuff, but she's not selling anything. Bro. Ebda Kregnis. I'll try to talk to the bar guy. Barkis! You see a leather-skinned man with just a hint of ashen color to his face. His teeth seem sharper than normal and his eyes are filled with the boredom that comes with having seen too much. His voice is nasal and clipped. You again, eh? What you want this time? You again, what you mean? Yeah, you again. You got a hearing problem or something now. You was in here about 15 years ago, got all bubbled up, smashed up the place and left a pile of coin that wasn't enough to pay for the damages. So you plucked out your own bleeding eyeball and tells me you'll be back to reclaim it when you got 200 coins together. With 15 years of interest, you got about 500 coins. You got the jink, pal, I got your eye. 500, that's ridiculous. That's the price, take it or pike it. I don't have that much. Then you're not getting your eye back, makes sense? Come talk to me when you've got the jink. Very well. Who are you? Me? I'm Barkis, owner and keeper of this place. What is this place? Didn't you see the sign up front? Didn't you see the berg burning over the furnace when you came in? It's the smoldering corpse, Cutter. Best damn bub house in the Seagull. At least it's the best damn bub house in this part of the hive, which makes it one of the best in Seagull. Hell, they got fancy places with the plants and such in the ladies' ward, and they got fiendish taverns sounded around the rest of the hive, but none of them got the character of the smoldering corpse. Who's the corpse anyway? Huh? Ignis! He used to be a flame wizard, burned down pieces of the hive, and got himself scraggled by a bunch of other mages. You want to know more about him? Go talk to Drusua, down there to the door. What can you tell me about the patrons here? I don't make it a point to interfere with the lives of the people who give me their hard-earned jink unless they ask me to. So over there is Kandrian, Planewalker. He's a good one to talk to about any planeswalking questions you might have. He's been pretty much everywhere. Down there is Ep, Creeknees, an old harmonium basher. Don't hold that against him. And Tout. He's got a good heart in him and he knows Seagull up and down. Them fiends over there are Aedgirin and Tagirin. Word of advice, don't deal with them. They might be low rankers in the fiend hierarchy, but they're still fiends. Then you got Earthquakes over there, not trustworthy, and some mercy killers looking for some poor sod. Dakon, the Gitzerai is a mystery to me. Don't know much about him. He don't talk much. Finally, you interested in earning some free bub? Yes. There's a bubber over against the wall, the far wall, hanging about in the shadow, who's been trying to work up her courage to sip out without covering her tap. I want you to make sure she doesn't do that. You do it, you get a free bub here for life. I'll do it, I'll let you know when I'm done. I want something to drink. What you want? We got your basic beer for a copper, bitter for 2 meat for 4. We got water straight from the elemental plane for 8 copper. We got Arborean far wine and far seeds for 10. Cursed heart wine for 8. And Bator's own whiskey for 20. I'll just take water for now. He moves back into a keg on the wall and turns to a spigot. The clearest water you have ever seen pours from the nozzle into the glass he holds underneath it. He sets it down in front of you and you take a deep draught. It is the purest thing you have ever tasted. The coldness inherent to the water itself. A feeling of air that passes over your tongue and into your stomach. Where its coolness calms even the raging of your passions for a moment. From the heart of the elemental plane of water, Barky snorts. Any other water you ever drink is going to taste dirty by comparison. Thanks. That didn't do anything, I just wasted my money. Bro. So many people to talk to here. These are the fiends. Still no fucking person to sell my stuff to. Man. I'm gonna end it here for today. We're gonna speak to everyone else tomorrow. Ay, ay, ay. I'm not in the mood to raid anyone at the moment. So we're just gonna call it. Thanks for watching.